When I was in town, my main hangout was Wilkie's Hardware Store over there, and I think they had a son that was about my age.
One of the boys.
So I don't know if any of them stayed around here or not.
Neil?
Neil? Remember Neil? What's the other one?
Neil, Wayne, and
Wayne
Kenny.
and Kenny.
Kenny.
It'd probably be Kenny because Wayne's my age.
Neil's my age. He's old.
And Kenny was London one.
Yeah, that would probably be the one.
Yeah,
Unless it was
Phil.
Phil.
Phil, yeah. Phil would be
About 58,
59.
58 or 9.
Nine, he'd be 59.
Lori, did you call Sue?
Older, a little bit, just a little year or two.
They have been gone. They went to Kansas City. Their daughter had surgery.
That's what I thought. There was a
I don't know
surgery.
if they're home or not.
Now, how many of you knew my grandmother, Pearl? Apparently, she was active in something called the Women's League.
Ah!
Huh? What?
Yes.
Yes. Yay! Woo-hoo, we were looking for you.
No, that's all I know is
Okay.
Oh, my.
That's big.
the Women's League is big.
Big. Yeah.
Why?
But you two were much younger, or were teenagers
Yeah.
when you knew her.
I might mention something. Lucille Baldwin
Right.
had a beautiful, beautiful punch bowl. It was just absolutely gorgeous. They had, you remember seeing it? And it seems like it had fruit inside of it, and she always had it turned over and to have these cups with it.
I've never.
And she always told me that that came from your mother, and that was her pride and joy. And I don't know if she ever used it or not, but she always.
Their mother or grandmother.
Be from her mother, from her, yeah, be her mother's sister. Their mother would
That'd be
have
Pearl.
been,
That would be Pearl.
that would have been Pearl. That's what I
Pearl
said.
is her grandmother.
Then your grandmother. Well, anyway, it was just beautiful. So I suppose Mary Sue's got it now, but it was gorgeous. She was always so proud of that. She always told her.
I probably saw it.
I'm sure you saw it there. But she had it there on that, oh, what it was,
Yeah.
a buffet or something
Yeah.
next to the table.
Did you say your grandfather's name was Alvin?
No, Garner Charles.
Yeah, it was your grandfather, that might have been
My
your grandmother.
grandfather.
You know, a lot of people that keep saying, were you related to the other Van Valkenburg family? There was no connection.
No.
No, we haven't. The other ones apparently are buried in the cemetery up on the north side of East. We've never figured that connection out. And apparently, I guess the date on the gravestone that I saw was about the same time my grandfather died, so he must have been a similar age. The only thing I could guess is that he was related someplace distantly related from back east in the Catskills in the New York area before my great-grandfather moved out here to Nebraska.
Well, now, the old war monument in the square here had a Van Valkenburg listed on it, I remember. And I recall looking that guy up. And I think he was some judge or something that moved here from Missouri or something, and no connection that I could find at all.
Well, didn't we decide this morning there was even a difference in the spelling?
I don't
ERG,
remember
there's an ERG,
And then there's a
B-E-R-G,
BRG.
A-B-U-R-G-H.
that. URGH.
Yeah.
But see, if you go back in our family tree, there's about 6 or 8 different spellings.
No.
They're all related, people kept changing the spelling, so it could be spelled quite a bit different, still be related.
Well, I remember a Max Van Valkenburg, didn't you, Jewel?
You mean Anna Rose?
No, there wasn't Anna Rose, but then there was a Max Van Valkenburg. And I think
Oh,
they,
yeah,
Pete?
he was
yeah,
about,
and I think they lived out west of town.
Lloyd Van Valkenburg.
Yeah, well, that's who it was, it's Lloyd, and they lived west of town.
We have a picture of that
was
house.
he from Anna Rose's family then?
Yes.
Was
You
he?
guys own that farm now, don't you, too, or the Van Valkenburg farm? You own that farm now.
We lived in the Van Valkenburg house.
Well, I can't ever think of her last name. What is it? Sarah.
She was a Burkamp.
She was a bird camp. One that has 4 little girls.
But I don't know that, I can't.
You know the big camp.
Yeah, but they live in town.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought we were talking about west of town. Okay.
No.
But here was one out that
Oh,
Robin
I
and I
see.
were talking about too. The Lawrence Van Valkenburg
Yeah, Lawrence,
house.
that's,
So this is a different Van Valkenburg?
well,
Yeah. Is this out by your place, Esther or Louise?
That's our house. That's where we live. It was in that book. That's it.
That's the same house there?
Yeah, I made
Okay.
prints of it and sent it on Christmas cards one year.
Do you have it? Can you get a copy of it on this?
And this is what it looked like when we moved out.
Put together a tile.
I worked it over, but
And you worked it over, yeah.
the 74 Storm did a good job on it. We took, Don lived in it a while.
Yes. Okay, so that would be that picture there,
We do
too.
have better records
yeah,
now than we
yeah.
had back
Jim brought a picture of your dad's graduating class.
then. Oh, wow.
Yeah, you
Spectacular.
remember that house.
West of town, yeah.
And can you identify
Yeah.
everything?
They're identified on the back.
Oh,
I have one
wonderful.
question about one
We
lady, we're
far
not sure
along outgrew it.
who this lady is right here. She thinks it's Lillian.
Lucille, I think it's Lucille, but he thinks
Baldwin,
it's
I think
Francis
it's
Stryker.
Francis Stubb. It's labeled as Francis Stubb on the back.
It looks like Lucille.
Maybe Robin would know.
See what Robin thinks.
We think this is Francis, and that's how it's labeled on the back of the picture.
Where did you get this? This is your father's amazing thing.
Doesn't that look like Lucille to you?
It does more Lucille than Francis.
That's what
Yeah,
I
that-
think. Yeah, I think
This
so
is
too.
what
I'm just sure it's Lucille.
looked
Yeah,
like
right
that.
next to
We'll
it.
be adding some stuff to it. I made a linoleum block print and printed off, used them in Christmas cards one year.
Phil, I'll pass.
Say,
She got what we had.
After the 94 storm,
get her much.
it's been
after
going
that
on.
74 storm, it was just impossible to,
Yeah, there's
Fix
a
it up.
big house next to that.
huh?
There was a big house next to that.
Yeah, apparently there was. I don't know anything about that one. That's where Don built. Across the,
Oh, no,
across,
it's the other way.
huh?
It's the other direction. It's east.
Oh, yeah. But I think there was a house in between one time.
Is that gone too? Is it gone?
She said her computer was.
The big house?
Big hand where Wilbur Land lived in, it's not gone. It's just behind, kind of hidden behind trees. It's still there. It's not livable. It have to be. The water system is gone. That makes it not livable. That makes it not livable.
I would say if anybody, especially when it's weekend,
Something in the autograph.
but it's something about your mouth. But I know that.
Well, now
That's the-
she looks a little like Jerry. Jerry's
Don't you think that's Lucille? Don't you think that's Lucille?
Yeah, that one is, yeah, I know.
I can help you with some of the names, especially this is Dan Moses. He was our neighbor out in the country.
These two men up there, the two men that are up there, are they brothers or cousins or what? They're brothers.
This is Leroy Cronville. He was a neighbor to my dad. And there's more names on the back.
There was some credible kids my age when I lived here in '56.
Secretary to their granddad.
Oh, wow.
I understand your wife was here.
Have anything like that?
No, I had no idea. I would have thought that
It
there,
was hot
I'm
yesterday.
surprised. I didn't
It was
find a
hot
yearbook.
yesterday.
Was there any kind of yearbook?
I don't think there was, I'm not sure. I think times were tough enough then.
You would know yearbook stories. Yearbook stories, what years do they not publish a yearbook?
Oh, 1945 was the first time they published for several years. I don't remember when the last one was before that.
Because I know that we have some from like the 20s and the
Can't miss that.
1800s.
Well, I would say somewhere in the middle 30s maybe they quit.
Because my grandkids.
I know not from
They do that to
probably
you,
40
don't
to
they?
45 anyhow.
They rule.
Were you in school? I didn't realize. I didn't know.
We let them, we're glad to have them.
The belief school, mother and I both taught there at that same school. We're the only mother and daughter
Mother and daughter.
that taught in the same school.
That's unusual.
So I'm gonna use one as that.
Now, you were saying something about the women's list.
Robin.
I never.
Women's Lib was very started.
I haven't for quite a while.
And it was,
I haven't
She
seen
never
that
calls
gentleman.
me ever.
before,
What's her husband's
taking
name?
care of people, it was
Roller,
big.
Ron.
Ron.
Teach
His last
educating
name is
women, and
Roller.
like your Montessori
Roller.
school type of an idea.
R-O-L-L-E-R.
Took
That's
that
right,
into,
that's right. Ron
homes of the women. To be
I couldn't
belong
think
to
of
that
his last
organization,
name.
you had to sell.
No, he used to go down to the Christmas time. He
You had
took
to
his
sell
buggy
like
down to Manhattan.
$45
He
for
gave buggy
an
rides
exit
at Christmas time.
to be a member of the.
He may still do that.
And they,
I know he
went
really
out
was
of
his
business
liking to do it.
Okay, take care.
because the post office sued
Yeah,
him,
I've gotta go back and
inundating.
I've gotta go
The
to
post
work.
office
Good to see you,
sent
Darby.
periodically,
Yeah.
which is kind of uninteresting
Yeah.
since all those, the junk
I'm
mail we
working
get
now.
today.
You are, gotta be.
Tell about the house.
Oh, yeah.
So what am I?
Tell about the house.
I
We
come
just
over at
asked
8
about
o'clock in the
those
morning.
things. She was a member.
Nothing's air conditioned
So I've
there.
gotta go down there
Beth
now, go
has
back
it.
to Fair. I've
Betty
seen
lives
the-
in the
I think
house.
you've got a written.
But the arts were, the arts and crafts movement that was going on
Was
then
it a red?
is
I
amazing
remember
fact.
that, but yeah, the EMT, but I was trying to look to see what it looked like. I'll see you later.
Well, there was no,
But they're just kind of on a fact-finding mission.
Yeah, they're just trying to, contact people that knew of or something about.
Here's the house, it's still standing.
You're right in the county, biscuits.
and they have all of these houses.
She goes out every day.
I know.
Years people didn't pay attention to that.
Isn't that the truth? And you let things go that you should have told something.
You know what she said, and it's the truth. She ran across a whole, Esther had a whole bunch of
Rapids is in here, and then Manhattan has one.
Said, you know, this is stopping. Everything's emailed, it'll be down, handwritten letters of what we did today. And that's true.
Yeah, it would be fun to find
Somebody get the diary to find out.
Yeah.
There's
And I don't, I figured.
University City and Missouri that has all this information and stuff. Who knows, maybe you're right.
It is, and there won't be, that stuff will be all gone. There won't be any stuff like that.
Mark, be catching up with what they are.
Any more questions?
No, well, here's one.
Well, that's what they.
Anybody that know the Nudsons that lived south of South,
Down South Main?
right.
France.
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 Because,
I knew, he worked for me as a carpenter, he's a good carpenter.
oh, okay. Because his daughter, Lois,
Oh, yeah.
went to Topeka for a while.
Very nice looking lady.
Yeah. A dance instructor. Yeah, very good dancer.
It's spelled with a T, not with a D.
California now.
Do you have it that way?
Isn't she in California?
Yeah, I had heard that she went to California.
Oh, that's the last I heard. She
Yeah.
I haven't heard of her
It's
for a while.
K, K-N-U-T.
Was he the father of Louis?
Yeah,
Yes.
and Lawrence and Lois.
Right.
How she get along?
Okay.
Really pretty good. Louis still alive, anybody know?
He lives in Missouri, as far as I know he is.
He was so crippled up with arthritis.
Yeah.
He had had back surgery and then had been in a car wreck and was unable to attend his mother's funeral.
Huh.
She's not doing too bad. She won't see out the door yet.
Louis Knudsen.
Well, that's.
Franz Knudsen.
The women concert.
Oh, okay. So that's Lois's brother?
I don't know.
They get that.
Maybe Lois.
No way.
Lois's brother?
Did Louis
Yeah,
have-
there's Louis is the oldest one, then Lois, and then there's a younger boy named Lawrence.
I just knew Lois because she was a babysitter for me from time to time, but I was pretty little in those days.
Look, hey, look, it's unbearable. It's just.
Did anybody work at the gravel company? Can anybody tell us where my grandfather's gravel company was?
You're a yard know. You know.
No, I don't mean the office, and where the pit was,
The office?
where they did the digging.
Or were they dredging
I
out
would know that.
of, were they dredging out of the
Was it
river?
on the river?
No.
My
No.
grandfather Garner's gravel pit, where they dug the gravel
Yeah.
out. West of town?
Yes.
That's what I said, yeah, but the river does come, you see, down there.
Oh, I didn't know
It's on,
That would be on the Blue Rapids Library card file, I believe. And I could print all that out on one page for you, you know, if you want to research anything.
that. Okay. Is the pit still there?
Yeah,
mhm.
but they're not using it.
They don't use it.
Okay.
They've
So
moved.
it's on the north side of the road?
Yeah.
North side.
North side of the-
Used to be a railroad spur down to it.
Oh, okay. So you take the highway to Waterville, and it's right off the highway.
Right on both sides of the highway.
No, no, just really across from you guys,
Just
pretty much.
close to where they live, about a mile west of town.
Okay. Because it's, I recall going out there for the excitement of dynamiting. And they had some kind of wooden shed there that had all sorts of fossils that
East.
had been
That's our
dredged up.
sand pit on my mother's farm.
Whether the fossils were dredged up out of the river or whether they were blasted in.
This was fit out in the open ground.
Well, which one was it where stripers had theirs?
On the north side, across from.
That's on your place.
Right.
That's our sand pit. My
That way,
grandfather
we're going
ran
back
that.
a lot of years now, Robin, when their grandfather had it out there.
Yeah, but her grandmother used to have that for stripers.
Well, then
She
maybe-
must have
maybe
been
it's happened.
closer to the
There was
river.
one, there was one south side of the road too. Was that open before the north side or south side, you know? Was the south pit open before or after the north pit? Or the sand pit?
After.
The north was our first. There used to be a railroad spur down to it when you crossed the highway.
Well, you can see
It was
where
my
it was.
understanding that that was established or grew because of all the highway construction. But I couldn't understand, the Lincoln Highway was so far away, I didn't understand why they would have a gravel pit here. I never knew there was a railroad around here. So that would explain a lot.
And I don't.
The railroad's not here anymore.
Yeah, okay. That was the idea. I mean, they used that gravel more for highway work than for home construction. I guess
Now,
my-
now another half a mile west on the south side of the road is a great big sand pit. The Hall Brothers, Marysville, it's not in the river.
Okay.
Well, I don't know if it's coincidence, but my grandfather's parents were in the rock quarry business in New York State back in the mid to late 1800s. So maybe Granddad thought that was a family business or something.
Well, at any rate, it sounds like a good strategic decision to be getting into that material supply business at the expansion of the highways and being in the car business. Good strategy. Wish I could make those kind of decisions today.
I'm curious, what do you do? What is your profession?
Fortunately, I'm retired.
You're